Hi, it's Ingrid. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm starting another reading vlog, a little Halloween edition, fall vibes, all of that. It's currently Tuesday, October 29th. Halloween is on Thursday and I'm hoping to put this video up Thursday or Friday. Depends on how much I want to film of Halloween. Like, I never do anything for Halloween, so won't be too much like Halloween stuff, but I'm planning on reading a book that I feel is giving spooky vibes, October, Halloween, in that kind of giving those vibes. Whatever, I don't need to explain it. I'm gonna be reading Bride by Ali Hazelwood. This is about a werewolf and a vampire. I think they're going into an arranged marriage. Don't know much more than that. But it's Ali Hazelwood. I've had this for a while now and I never picked it up, but like, it's fall, it's October, it's almost Halloween. It's the perfect time to read it, I feel like. I also have the ebook of The Killings at Badger's Drift by Caroline Graham on my phone that I might be reading in between this. It's a detective story. I don't know if you've watched Midsummer Murders, but that is based on books by Caroline Graham. The Killings at Badger's Drift is the first one in the Barnaby series. I love the show and I really want to read the books that the show is based on. I have started that one and I'm really enjoying it, but my main focus is going to be this. Now I'm hoping to read a lot today. I might also do some other things. I'll show you what I'm watching, what I'm doing, but the main focus is the reading vlog, I think. I don't know. I'm currently watching Grimm. I feel like that's really spooky vibes because it has like monsters and I don't know. But I'm in the middle of 7 shows right now, I think. Technically more, but like that I'm actively watching. I'm gonna tell you about those because I'm having fun with it. So NCIS is my favorite show of all time and I'm watching that. Season 10 through 14 is on Netflix and then I have a lot recorded as well, so I'm watching that. I'm currently pausing it because I need to catch up with NCIS New Orleans to watch the crossover episode, because they're sending NCIS New Orleans and CSI Miami on TV. So it's in the archive for a week after they air it. So I'm watching those as they get shown on TV. I've seen a lot of NOLA before, but it's fun to see it all in order. Then I started Rivals, because David Tennant is in it. I'm loving it. I'm watching it slowly. Also rewatching CSI. Not having too much fun with that. It's not as interesting as I remembered. It's kind of boring actually. And I'm watching Staged with David Tennant and Michael Sheen. So whenever I'm just not in a good mood, if I'm not having a great day, I will be watching that and I'm probably gonna bring you along with that as well. Like I said, I started Grimm. I started that one like 5 years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Then they took it off of the streaming platform I was watching it on because I took way too long to actually get through it. So I'm restarting it now. I'm about to start episode 4, I think. And I feel like that's like the perfect fall TV show. I also started Downton Abbey. Only watched the first episode, but I'm doing that as well. But I might be doing a lot of that in this video. I'm gonna stop talking now because no one cares about what I have to say. We'll be starting this book very soon. I need something to eat. So I just finished the prologue and I'm not a fan. I'm bored. Like, obviously I'm not far into the book, so there's still a chance and I'm gonna give it that chance. But as of right now, I don't have high hopes. I have loved every single Ali Hazelwood book I've read, but for some reason the writing of this, I just don't like it. And I don't know if it's even different from the others, I don't really remember. But I don't really want to read it. I'm going to. But I don't know if this is a concept that really interests me. the biggest reason that I want to read it is because it's Ali Hazelwood, and like I said, I've loved all of her other books, and I really want this on my shelf with them, so I need to read it. So I'm gonna try to read it a little bit longer. I'm probably gonna sit here and read until we're having dinner, so I don't know how long that's gonna be, but I'm gonna do my best to just read until then. Let's go. We're going back in time. Oh, I hate that. I don't want to see 6 weeks before. Oof. So it's the next day. I am 142 pages into Bride. I read a lot before bed last night, but then I decided that I actually need some sleep, so I stopped. The first 100 pages was kind of boring and I didn't really have fun with it. But then after the 100-page mark, things started happening more, and when they started like actually interacting with each other, I enjoyed it more. I think it's fun to see the way they are together, and I'm interested in his reasoning for being the way he is, but I'm also excited to figure out her little storyline, what's going on with that. Don't really have a lot of things to say about this. The writing, I'm not really enjoying it. It feels, I hate saying this, but it kind of feels like something you would read on Wattpad, just less interesting. And Wattpad isn't really a negative thing, really, because I've enjoyed a good Wattpad story. I know a lot of people do, but this one, it just doesn't seem very good, like the writing. And I know she's capable of writing good books, like I've loved every other book from her, but I'm just not enjoying the writing of this. The storyline is a little slow, like it's picking up, things are happening, and I am excited for it, so I might just sit down and read a little bit more. I kind of regret not reading more yesterday because I was in it and enjoying it, but I don't really want to pick it back up. So I think the best for me is to just sit and read as much as possible in one sitting. I think I'm gonna like it more that way, because when it's laying there, I have no desire to actually pick it up. And if I do end up reading it now, it's just because I have to for the video, not because I want to. So I don't really know. I like some of the characters, I dislike some of the characters. I feel like we don't really get to know any of the characters. Like even our main characters, I don't know them well. So that makes it harder to connect with the story, because I don't connect to the characters. And the story isn't that interesting, so it's not really much to enjoy. With the way this is written, I might have misunderstood, but I think at the start of each chapter it's a little paragraph, and I think that might be from the male main character's point of view, and then the rest is from the female character's point of view. But that's all I have to say. Not my favorite book, but I'm having a fun time while reading it anyways. I find it really hard to pick it up. But I'm going to read more at some point today. I don't know if I want to right now. I might sit down and watch something, either YouTube or Grimm. I don't really know. But I'll update you if something changes. Thursday. It's Halloween. I will be wearing this shirt in every clip, just be prepared for that. I don't really need to justify myself, but I feel like I do anyways. I don't wear it outside the house, and I don't wear it to sleep, so I don't sweat in it. So it's fine. I have gotten a lot further into this. I'm on page 308. I wanted to keep reading yesterday, but then my parents went to bed and I couldn't talk to you anymore, and I don't want to just read the whole thing without giving you my thoughts. So as of right now, like I said, the first 100 pages were really boring and I think the writing was bad. After that, I was a little more interested. I think after the like 140 page mark, I was very interested. Like, I'm very entertained by it. I don't necessarily think it's a really good book, if I were to think critically about it, but it's very entertaining if you forget about the first 140 pages. Everything else, I'm like really into it, and I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. Because in the beginning I was thinking, oh, am I about to give an Ali Hazelwood book 2 stars? And I was a little worried. And then I was maybe a 3 stars. And then I keep reading and I'm enjoying it a lot more. I think if I were to like analyze this book and review it critically for a school project or something, I would never pick this book for a school project. But if I were to do that, I would have more negative feelings towards it. But just for the entertainment value, like, I'm not reading to find... like, I'm not reading for the sake of critical thinking about literature or anything like that. I'm just reading to have fun because I enjoy reading. And the entertainment value of this is really good. So I'm having a good time, and I do actually recommend this book, and I wasn't expecting that. I'm very invested in their lives, the 2 main characters. I don't think they're very... I don't know how to say it. Like, I don't really think the characters have that much depth. I think it's a little surface level. Like, you see the struggles they've been through, how things affect them, but not on a deep level. And I think that would have made the book better, but then with the writing of it, that wouldn't have made sense. That would have like clashed with each other. So I'm having fun. It's not the best book I've read, but it's entertaining, and that's really all that matters, as long as I'm having a good time with it. It's very addictive. Like yesterday I was reading a lot, and I could have continued, like I said, but I needed to talk to you. Because it's not going to be fun if I just read the whole thing and then, oh, here it is. So I have a little less than 100 pages left. I'm going to read that today. I'm having fun with it. I got a little further into The Killings at Biter's Drift as well. I read that downstairs while I was waiting for my mom. And I kind of forgot what had already happened because it's been a while since I last read it. I'm enjoying it a little bit. There are things about that book that I'm not the biggest fan of, but I'm not that far into it yet. Like, I'm not even at 100 pages, and it's a 400-page book. So I still have time to get to know the world and characters. Like, that doesn't really make sense because I've seen the show, so I know it. And I think the fact that it's a lot different from the show, that makes me like it less. Like, my favorite part of the show is the interactions between the chief inspector and the sergeant. In this one, they're barely interacting. Maybe they'll start talking more eventually, but right now, it doesn't even seem like they're friends or even a part of each other's life at all. Like, we barely see Troy, the sergeant, and he's just an annoying person. The few interactions we've had with him, he's just a bad person, and I see that a bit on screen as well, but that he's still a good person with just some stupid takes. Here he's just useless and annoying. And Barnaby as well. He's so lovable in the show. In the book, not so much. But I'm hoping that maybe as we go along more, it will be fun. It almost feels like the characters doesn't know each other, which doesn't make sense because they work together. But it's almost like we just follow Barnaby, and it's not even the investigation. We're almost following the other girl who wants the investigation. So I don't really know. I'm not loving it, but I'm giving it a chance because I'm not that far into it. That was my update for now. I have finished Bride. I had a really good time with this. Like, I've already talked about a lot of my feelings, and I feel like it hasn't really changed from the last time I updated you. First 100 pages, not that great. Everything else, very entertaining. I had a great time. Towards the end, there was some drama, and I was scared for a bit there. I felt betrayed. But then it was fine. Everything was fine. It is a romance, so you kind of know what is going to happen. I think this is going to be a series. I feel like it's going to be a series. With the way this ended, it has to be a series. You can't just stop there. And I'm very excited to see how that turns out. If this isn't the series, I'll be very disappointed. Camera battery is flashing, and that's very unfortunate. But I really enjoyed this. I gave it 4 stars. I think if I didn't have that struggle with the first 100 pages, it could have been a 5-star. Because entertainment value, really good. Writing in the beginning, not that great. I was bored in the beginning. It took me a long time to actually connect with the characters. But now I'm kind of obsessed. I did wish there was some more depth to each of the characters. Like, they had their backstory. They had things that affected who they were, but I wish we got like deeper into it. I feel like it was just mentioned but kind of just glazed over. Wish we could see more, but I still had a great time with it. It's more entertaining than good, but if it's entertaining then it is good in a way, so I really enjoyed it. I'm glad to say that Ali Hazelwood did not disappoint. But I finished this book. I don't know how much more I'm going to vlog. I'm gonna import all the footage to my laptop and see how long the video is. If it's really short, then I'm gonna continue vlogging the rest of the night. If it's long enough to post, then I'm gonna do that. So I need to charge a battery anyway, so we're gonna figure that out, and then maybe I'll update you again, or maybe I'll come back to say goodbye. We'll see.